Right, hello, welcome back to the stream. We are midway through Q3 in the F5 division around Hungary. We're into the top 10 shootout, and alongside me we got Junior. Thank you very much for stepping in, Junior.
No problem. How you doing, boys? Right.
Nice.
We're on a shootout.
I think Alonso or Timonite the first to settle out. Maybe others. I'm trying to sort of gauge who's first around. It might be Thomas. Or could be the yeah, I think it's Thomas.
Caddy, is it?
The first one.
Yeah, Caddy's on out at the moment. Thomas is running very low fuel, so
comes around. It's going to be a 16.
Yeah, 16.
3.
Wow.
Nearly a 15. Jesus.
4's at tower push. There you go.
How did I know there was going to be?
It won't be any front line speed in this stream. There'll be plenty of tower whips, don't you worry about that.
Him and I can validate it. Button goes 17.
He's going to have that's a long way to go to catch up with that lap from Thomas there.
Well, Thomas has been showing the pace all throughout this qualifying session. Just got pipped by Locker at the end of Q2. It's solid, actually.
Yeah,
16.7.
Nice, very nice. Zombie head followed by Eagle.
Eagle catastrophically wide. How did he keep that?
How did he not invalidate that at that?
And yes, he was still there on the curb.
Right. Timonite looks to be having a cool-down lap to go again. Let me just mute this because Discord is going crazy.
I can hear that, yeah. Is that all Discord?
It's just Discord bleeps, yeah.
Oh, because I presume you have everything.
Yes.
Ah, you have every chat loaded up, yeah.
Yeah. I've silenced most of them on my phone because it just drains my battery, but
oh, lock out!
Oh, on his outlap as well.
He's turned 5, yeah.
That is a sketchy touch. That, like you said last night. Was it last night, I think? Or Monday?
Yeah.
Touch that curb on the inside, it's like ice.
Yeah, it's I think I remember saying on the Monday that it's similar to penultimate corner in Bahrain.
Yeah.
Just the inside curve there, you're around.
That's it, you're gone. Hello, Snow. I've got the chat up if anyone wants to say hello. I'll keep an eye on
that Snow
as well.
Is that jumble of letters Snow?
Yeah, Snow. When Snow was doing his username for Twitch, he'd sneezed and headbutted the keyboard, and that's what he ended up with.
You could have just deleted that and then restarted.
He could have done, yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Or maybe it was like, oh, it would be a good story to tell. Right, can anybody get near Thomas? Is it Thomas or Thomas? Because I know he's
Thomas, because I think he's Dutch.
Yeah.
Judging by Discord. Right, so Eagle's on a flyer again. Looks like he's going to be the next one round. We've got. Yeah, Odgoon is on an in lap, so the Eagle.
Oh, Bruno just gets out of the way.
That was quick.
Slightly wide for
the track's confusing.
I'm just not.
You can run so many corners wide, but the ones that you need to run wide don't let you.
Yeah. He's back into the pits. He's all right.
All right, what's Locker doing? Locker's winding up now for a faster lap.
I think he's actually finishing this one. This one seems competitive. 17, 5, P7.
Yeah, good shout.
Him is back in the pits. They're just winding down. So Locker really is the only one sort of kind of out of sequence here, as well as good as back in the pits. He's the only one out.
Thomas is backed off.
Okay.
He was a 10th up
He's
at the
invalid.
top of the hill. His map's not gone red for me, but he's definitely backed out of it.
Yeah, it's a spectator thing. One person can see that it's gone invalid and the other hasn't.
Oh yeah,
I had that with Shane. I had that with Shane, but I constantly kept checking.
Masters. Right, Timonique. He's just started his lap.
You've watched F5 the last few weeks, I
I've
presume, Junior.
Timonique every week so far.
Oh, so he's going to be without you this week.
Yeah, he's got quite a Todd there though, so it's all good.
Ooh.
That's how our boys stick together.
Timonique's he won a race, didn't he? He won the first round in Australia, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
And since then, he's just been consistent, stayed out of trouble. He's obviously he has the ability to take the championship lead away from Kazi. Kazi's not exactly confident, although saying that, Kazi's still fourth. So
Most of a good time from Kazi. Timonique struggled a little bit in the early two sessions, but like you say, he's consistent. He reminds me a lot of Bodar. He's very smart when it comes to racing, so he's able to stay out of trouble and keep calm and just push when needed. So yeah, I'm expecting a fairly good point
good lap
tonight.
13.5 P7.
Just struggle. I know he hasn't done much practice. He hasn't done any practice actually for Hungary this week. The last time he played the game was Germany last week. So
Kazi's on the lap. Kazi's 2 temps up actually.
wow. Because
This is the thing. Whenever someone
not be quick enough for Thomas.
Whenever someone says to me, "I'm not confident on the next track," immediately say, "Oh, you're going to get pole."
Yep.
Like it's just on a 16.9.
Yeah.
Bit of Thomas's, but still P4. They're solid. Right. Who's next? Toro Tim is about to begin one. Button's about to end. No, Alonso's about to end one. Alonso's on the front row currently. I'm just kind of digesting that at the moment.
Yeah. King Kent himself, he's had some good pace this season so far, but Kazi's lost it on the curb and luckily not lost the wheel, but definitely got wing damage.
Ooh. I think that's his qualifying over though.
Yeah, it looks like.
Oh, he's on the... Jeez. I was going to say he was right on the racing line in front of the Red Bull.
Yeah, and there's a McLaren and a Toro also coming up behind him as well.
I think that's his lack of confidence showing there.
Yeah.
He's dropped it.
He's going again. He's trying to push on. Alonso is in sector 2 at the minute. He's backed off. Maybe he's winding himself up ready for... Yeah, he's trying to regain his ERS.
Zombie's next. Slightly wide last corner, but proves very slightly.
Yeah,
Base 10.
Can go again if he needs to. Timmer's next.
Invalid. He's going again.
Okay, yep. And Jay Locker is at turn 2 into turn 3, 4.
Oh, how's he kept that clean?
Just
Done it though.
The limits of the track are just... Right. So, who have we
Finishing up.
got here?
Timonique's invalid again. There's a lot of invalidations going around at the moment.
4 temps up.
Goes P4.
Yeah, very nice.
Places
very
Kazi.
nice. Eagles coming around the second to last corner now.
J-Lock is half a second up.
Wow.
This is going to jump him up a bit. Biff goes ahead of Kazi again. Kazi
Nice.
drops to 6th.
Yeah, Eagle's 3/10 slower on that one, so it doesn't improve. Tomo is half a tenth up at the minute, going through the chicane.
Oh.
Oh.
We got Kazi, no, Kazi Thomas is in.
That's
Dominic's done.
yeah, 2 quarterfinals over. Guna's round the second to last corner.
Several tenths up.
This could be a nice lap from him. Improved,
Seventh improved.
Going in. Alonso Pierce.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Thomas pole
Quality is
position, but
over.
Alonso on the front row. Alpha 2nd and 4th.
Alpha.
Why the Alpha's always there?
I don't know.
It'll be
It's
3.
funny when you did a driver draw at the beginning of the season. I don't think people would have guessed that Alpha would probably be the strongest, most consistent team out of everybody.
No.
Everyone was looking at the Red Bulls and the Mercedes to start with, and yeah, Jesus.
The Mercedes are struggling actually this season.
What's
No,
that?
well, they've only
Forza Tower. Oh, okay. Who's obviously supporting the pink and the Ferraris.
their Team Alpha. Yeah, the Reefer's rubbing it in as well. It's just qualifying. Of course, you got the race.
Oh,
Go ahead.
yes.
What's the weather?
Dry all the way through.
Ah, boring. Right, Thomas. He won once again. I think he got pole last time out in Germany, actually. So,
Nice.
carrying it on. Alonso 2nd, Eagle 3rd, Button 4th, J-Locker 5th, Kazi 6th. I think I'll be relatively pleased with that. And I mean, he's only a 10th off the front row. Guna 7th, Timmer Nike 8th, Timmer 9th, and Zombie Head rounds up the top 10. I'm just going to grab a drink.
No worries. So, race predictions then, guys, in the chat. What are we saying? Who is going to finish where? No. Make sure you take a copy of that, moderators, just so we can add that to the old Stew reports for next week. After V Reefer hits into, or Kajau, sorry, hits into Conatod. We'd love to see that, that'd be fine. Right, everybody getting their setup sorted, getting their strategy set and ready for the race. I can't remember who the host of this one is, Rebster maybe? We're looking for Rebster ready up.
Right, I'm back.
Is Rebster hosting? Right.
I believe he is.
Yeah, so waiting for him to ready up then. Hopefully.
Too early to call race prediction. Well, that's why we say what's your top 3 can make it interesting.
Too early to call a race prediction. I thought you were Team Alpha, Kajal. Should be saying Alonso and Button or vice versa, shouldn't you?
Well, Dan Oliver's saying an Alpha 1-2. Alpha 1-2 with Alonso getting his first win.
Oh, could you imagine the interview?
Has he won? Oh, it'd be insufferable. Did I say that? Did I say that? Oh my God! He's oh dear. He's gonna.
I could just imagine him saying,
I didn't mean that.
I just had all the frontline speed, so you know.
Oh my God. No, he would be. To be fair, but he's been. He hasn't won a race in RSF1, has he? I don't think he has.
Not yet, no. Have you gone through the F5 stand-ins at all? Or?
Yes. Obviously, Kazi leads Timonite by 2
2
points.
points, yeah.
And then you got Eagle a further 18, I think, behind, if I remember rightly.
17
So
behind
again,
Timonique, yeah.
yeah, so it'll
Interestingly,
obviously...
though, again, the same as last season,
Yeah.
Alonso and Rebster are literally right next to each other in the standings. There's 10 points separate them. That rivalry continues.
Yeah. They haven't had luck this season, apparently. Yeah, I knew you would.
Get back to racing,
They haven't
Dad.
had the luck. They haven't had the luck of the luck this season, but the pair of them. I think I remember Spain when they both were on for a good result and could have had a really good result actually with the way the race panned out, and they ended up connecting with each other.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I'll ever forget the Australia race from season 1.
oh jeez.
That was definitely one to forget, but it will just be ingrained there forever. So predictions for yourself then, Brundle, what are you saying? Top 3.
I feel like there's at least going to be one safety car today.
At least.
Yeah, it's just the way turn 4 and turn 5 is. So we've already seen a couple of people drop it there in qualifying. So I reckon there's going to be maybe one victim there. It just depends who it is. Obviously, I mean, my head is saying, Thomas is sure for the win, but we've seen that in F4. Kid Cudi was sure for the win, and he didn't, even though he controlled the entire race. I think it's going to be Thomas, Eagle, and Alonso. I'm going
to say Tomo, Button, and Timonique. I've got to put my boy Timonique on there.
Right. Do you want to take us through the grid?
Yeah, sure. First to last or last to first?
However you want to do it. I'm on Rebster right now, but however you want to do it.
That's fine. So in 16th place we've got RSF1 Rebster in the Toro Rosso. Hopefully that's a 5-place grid penalty to put him in last, so he's looking pacey. Let's get up there. 15th in front is the Ferrari of Cosmic Cameron, with Fish Sticks in the Williams in front. And then we have Albon in the Mercedes in 13th. Overcome Orphan, looking for some good things from Orphan tonight. He's in 12th in the McLaren. And in front of him is Lauda in the Ferrari in 11th place. Zombie Head's in 10th in the Red Bull, with Tim just in front in 9th position in the second Toro Rosso. Timonique, come on Towip, the only racing point driver tonight, he's in 8th, with the Haas of Odguna in 7th. Timonique's championship rival at the moment is Kazi Babes in 6th in the Renault, with Lockhart in 5th. That's a good qualifying position from Lockhart tonight in the second of the Red Bulls. And then we have Button in 4th in the Alpha, Eagle in 3rd in the McLaren. He's going to be quite racy tonight. Alonso is a great qualifying from old King Kent himself in 2nd in the second Alpha, and Thomas with a cracking pole lap in the second of the Hasses is on the front line in P1.
Thank you very much.
16.3 was the pole time.
Yeah. 4 tenths quicker than Alonso got a 16.7.
That's it.
Everyone on mediums,
yes,
they definitely know the right strategy to go for. Here we go.
Interesting, there's no difference in strategies though, because I would have thought some of the back runners would have probably gone on to hards, but
yeah, who knows?
Here we
right,
go.
Let's get going. So 35 laps, the F5 Grand Prix is ready to go. 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and lights up and away they go. Who gets the good start down, and there's an Alpha up the inside, but I think Thomas is going to keep the lead. In fact, Eagle has moved up into 2nd ahead of Alonso. Alonso back up at the inside to make it 3 wide. There's a McLaren right up on the grass, causing chaos.
There's a couple of gone wide.
Orphan's out.
Gone. No.
Oh, goodness me.
And we have a safety car.
And Timonite's got a 5-second place, 5-second penalty with Albon.
Oh,
Look to me, I think refs is at the back as well, who's got caught out. This and change. Timmer is down 5 places.
anybody get any damage out of that? Let's just check on some front wings.
Look to me.
Yeah, Button
to
has
me,
got front right damage.
Look to me like Orphan just was on the grass and couldn't stop his car in time going down into turn 1.
Yep.
Like he had a good start initially. I think he was like sick going down to turn 1, but yeah, got caught on the grass and he's actually just caused chaos.
Oh,
in
Cosmic
there.
Cameron has got damage to his left as well, front left.
So Albon, Fish Sticks,
This
real
is the thing
big gainers.
with Hungary. It's a lot of tracks actually. Is turn 1, lads. You know, there's 35 laps. Just chill into turn 1. Everyone's too eager to try and win the race at turn 1, and that's after problems happen. On Monday night as well in F4.
Right, so Button's in, as is Cameron. Both
Yep.
slow it down in time. Yep.
I should be the only two that pit there, the only two that had damage. So
What do you reckon they're going to go on? Hard tyres? They
I'd
won't
say
be able
so,
to
yeah.
make it to the end though.
What
Mediums
they'll probably do
for
is go
Button,
on
I think.
hards. Has he actually changed? He has, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Certain mediums. I think actually, in some ways, I would probably stay on mediums if it were me, because
If it's lap 1 of the safety car, yeah, absolutely. If there's no safety car and you've got to try and catch everyone, you've got
Locker, goodness me. You gotta be careful under safety car track limits. You just gotta keep it very, very clean.
That's another thing as well. Is like people, you know, the safety car's going to be out for 3 laps. From the moment the safety car's out, everyone is right inside each other's gearbox, and it just doesn't need to be like that. And that's where these 5-second time limits are coming in.
I always, the only tip I always do, and the thing I always do under safety car is I give 2 or 3 car lengths when you're like this. 2 or 3 car lengths and to the left or right of the car in front, because you never know of any lag spikes or internet problems. They suddenly break. There's no brake lights on these cars.
That's right.
Like I do formation laps and safety car restarts in Forza, but the thing is with those cars, obviously they're road cars, they have brake lights, so you can tell you have like a split second reaction time with those cars. With these, you just got to be aware. I mean, yeah, you really shouldn't be slamming on your brakes when you got like a pack of 6 cars behind you, because that's asking for trouble. But at the same time, you've got to be aware. They may do that.
That's it. But like I say, you know, giving a good 2 lengths to the car in front and sticking to the left or the right is probably the wisest thing to do.
The only difficult thing is when you get into the last couple of corners and the safety car's going in.
Yeah.
That's the only tricky part.
So
I guess it's difficult doing a safety car restart as well, especially when you're the leader, because you don't know when is the best place to go. Probably midway through the last corner around this track is probably the best place for Thomas to go.
Yeah, start winding up on the entrance of the corner and then let rip on the exit.
Notice someone else who lost out on the first couple of laps is Timonite. He's dropped outside the top 10. I think he's damage free.
Yeah, he's got no damage.
Front thing. Yeah, he's fine.
Himself and Tim have both lost 3 places, and Button, unfortunately, he's lost 10.
Yeah, got damage on that first lap.
Yeah. So, lap 3 of 35, we've had safety car accidents. Turn 1, it's in at the end of this lap. So let's see. See how the... Tom's gone already? No.
Ah, you want to gone already.
I was going to say,
again, you got to wait.
Then for a second, it looked like he'd gone, but...
Trying to get his tyres warmed up. Cars behind again. You got to give each other space.
Yeah.
Both Eagle. Oh, he's going now.
Yeah, looks.
Going now, but oh! Oh, goodness! He's slammed on his brakes. Oh!
You can't do that. You cannot do that.
No. That was messy.
If you're going to go, you've got to go. You can't
messy.
go and then slow down.
I think he realised the safety car was still on his way in. But we're back on the racing again. Albon on the back of the inside of Lauda. Into turn 1.
Yeah, Lauda keeps the outside very nicely.
Oh, Guna's out. Guna's out. What's happened to Guna?
Oh, no way.
Where'd he go? I can't see him.
No, I can't find him on the track either. He's at the
inside of the corner.
Yeah, it looks like he's probably hit the exit on the left-hand side and spun out.
Ah. So that's 2 drivers at turn 1 we've lost.
That was a very good defensive move from
Timmonite.
Lauda there and held it around the outside nicely.
Albon's had an off. I think around turn 5, so Timmonite and Timmer are through.
Oh, he's back end sliding through the chicane as well.
Yeah, Albon's struggling to get these tyres up.
His tyres a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I think what happened with Thomas is he went to go and then realised, oh, the safety car is still on his way in. So if he had gone there, he would have been slowed down. But very, very dangerous. He's lucky to get away with that.
Yeah.
Right, first racing lap. You know, but the rest are keeping up with him. Locker and Alonso.
Yeah, some fairly good gaps at the moment. Everyone just waiting for it to kind of settle down a little bit and then... Oh, Lauda's had a little spin.
Oh! There's damage. Fish sticks hit the back of Lauda, I think.
Yeah.
Or hit the wall on the inside.
Zombie Head picks up a 3-second time penalty. And Timberlake and Fish sticks are hustling Lauda around this sector 2 at the moment. He's going to be struggling if he's got no damage. Fish sticks... I think Fish sticks wing is intact.
No, he does have damage.
Oh yeah,
front
left.
I can see the understeer as well he's having, especially through these corners. And I could be looking to get by Fish sticks as quickly as possible.
Absolutely, but it all depends on the corner I'm looking at and which camera I'm using, because his wing keeps on going fixed, broken.
Yeah.
Come on, Codemaster, sort it out. Alright, we have DRS enabled.
As the underback of Locker into turn 1. Might be nice. No, he's not close enough for... He had a look. Alright.
Yeah, because he does look to be struggling. Definitely not his favourite track, that's for sure.
No, but he's doing a good damage limitation job at the moment. I mean, his closest rival Timmonite is behind him. He's got Eagle in front, but not too far in front. So
no, that's it. I'm pretty sure if he stays in this position, he'll be fairly happy with that at the end of the race.
He'll still keep the lead of the championship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, flash set to 2. Oh, Albon's off.
Again.
Albon's on another spin, turn 5. This time a little bit worse. Oh, he's got damage, big damage.
Yeah, massive damage.
Front wing's gone.
Oof.
Lucky he's still in the race.
But Thomas has opened up a 1-second gap to Eagle now. He's trying to get out of that DRS range so that he can be safe in the straights.
Alonso's on the back of Eagle. If you can get a good exit.
Yeah. Alonso will have the DRS.
Not close enough for a move, I don't think. No.
Not this time round.
Almost has got a second gap, but he seems to be not pulling away any further than that.
Thomas is not using ERS at the moment. He's only in mode 1 with 87%, and Eagle is...
Oh, jeez. The rest are pushing behind, so
yeah.
In control. Oh, Albon, that's in the pits. He's had enough for the day.
This is a shame because the safety car could change anything, especially as we saw in F4. Cameron picks up a time penalty.
I mean, I still cannot get by Vistix, and actually Vistix is holding on to that 8th place rather well.
You know, this from Monday, this track is so hard to overtake. And I was following Daniel P45 for 15 laps and just could not break before Tim. Oh, Tim is going to go for a move there, maybe? No. But yeah, I could not break the gap enough to be able to get past him down a straight. It was so frustrating.
Front 6 have gapped themselves to Lauda. Lauda's nearly 5 seconds behind.
Yep.
In 7th. And then you got the rest.
Yeah.
Rest here.
Lauda probably knows he's fairly safe if Fish sticks behind him with that damage. And knowing that Fish sticks is holding people up.
Look at the speed. Look at the frontline speed. Hashtag tower whip and all that.
Hashtag tower whip. Come on, lads. That's it. That's a great move.
Behind Button's got past Timmer, so Timmer Knight's into 8th.
Yep. He's 1.7 behind Lauda now. See if he can close that gap, or we watch what's going on with everybody else. Button is moving through the field. Timmer's right behind Button as well. And Register's just run wide at the top of the hill. But at the front, Alonso is still pushing on Eagle. Eagle's lost more time to Thomas at front, 1.8 seconds now.
Buttons all over Fishsticks. That damage from Fishsticks is really starting to tell. I think the first few laps he was like, oh, it's not too bad, and now it's really struggling.
Defend, so where's Button going to make a move into?
Oh, that's a load!
Should really
back through good.
I was about to say should have put space back, but yeah, fair play.
Jeez, where are the brakes? Alonso very quick. I think Alonso has the pace to catch Thomas.
I think so. If he can get past
get past Eagle though.
Yeah. I think Fish Sticks is trying to let Button through there, to be fair. Fish Sticks
the thing is
long in his stint out, so his medium, there's hard tyres.
I think the thing is with damage, especially at a track like this, it's harder to turn.
Yeah.
Because the car just understeers all the time. So the longer first few laps, you'll be like, yeah, I can handle this. But the longer it goes on, the more difficult it is. Even whether you want to paddle or wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Webster's caught a second up to Timmer because of the guys in front holding people up.
Oh.
And Cameron's starting to come into it now as well. Timonique's half his time to Lauda, and Lauda's still just dropping a little bit of time to Zombie Head in front.
Yeah, fastest laps. The top 6, if you look at the fastest laps, Junior, there's a distinct difference between the top 6 and the rest.
Yeah.
Top 6 all in 21s. The best lap of Lauda's a 22.8.
Yeah.
Don't have the pace to keep up with these guys. Good battle so far.
Yeah, Thomas is just cruising at the moment.
Oh! Oh, Rebster, that was a harsh one. That was a very harsh one. Got caught out by that Timmer had to brake earlier to stop Fishsticks.
Oh, Alonso picks up a time penalty. Let's have a quick look at the situation. So Thomas not single warning as of yet. Same with Eagle. Alonso's got a 3-second time penalty. So Alonso really needs to get past Eagle and clear off. J-Up has got that 10 seconds from the start. Kelly Page just has a single warning. Zombie's got 3 seconds. Lauda not a single warning. Timmy got that 5-second penalty at the very beginning. But not a single warning. Fishsticks has got 2 warnings and looks like 2 collision warnings as well as... Who is this? Is that Webster?
I think Timmer's is either... That's either a let through or Timmer's has made a mistake.
Yeah, well,
actually Timmer's made a mistake. Well. You've got Cameron.
Timmer doesn't really fight too much.
On the outside.
Yeah.
Reef was saying, did you say Locker had a penalty or not?
Yeah, Locker had a 10-second penalty from the beginning. He exceeded the track limits on the safety car.
And that's not something you can take off. I thought you could, but it isn't, is it?
No. You can take the collisions off if they've got video evidence of 20 samples or something like that, but yeah. Webster's got a time penalty. Cameron, oh my god. Cameron's got 1, 2, 3 penalties and 2 warnings. Timmer's
and another penalty.
A single warning. Ouch.
Well, Cameron's in a Ferrari, so...
Yeah.
He's doing a me. Doing a me.
So, where are we at then? Locker's caught the back of Alonso, so that's going to really struggle.
Yeah.
Put Alonso off trying to push on.
Alonso's in. Undercut.
Yeah. That's an early
undercut for Alonso.
There.
Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. There you go. Hard to go to the end.
They'll be near on dead by the end of that stint though.
Yeah, if he comes out in clean air, it would be good.
Yeah.
And Chris Sticks are sped in the pit lane. There's Button. There's Rebster. Oh, is he going to come out ahead of Cameron? Just, but he's behind Rebster.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course.
Had to happen, didn't it? Had to happen.
It did.
I remember from Monday as well. These tyres on the first lap are awful. These hard tyres.
Yeah, you got to be very careful getting them in. See how he
especially
takes
up this turn here. Yeah, heavy off
he's all right.
Yeah. It's looking good from time
on the back of Tim and Ike. Yeah, it's just perfect, isn't it? How Alonso's in line for a possible podium, and he comes out of his first stop behind Rebster. That works.
You can write it, did you?
And write it. Now, Tim and Ike is being held up by Lauder, and Button's on the back of him, as Thomas on 12 lap of me himself the fastest laps.
Is he even pushing, or not really? He's still got 65% ERS.
Yeah.
Lauder looks to be struggling a lot with understeer at the moment. That's probably why he's losing time to the guys behind him through the corners.
DRS Button not close enough for a lunge.
Button not using his DRS down a second straight.
No.
Maybe he has an issue.
Right, Alonso's tyres is just starting to get into it. He's now on the back of... Oh, Lauder's goes wide turn 4. Lauder's struggling. I think Tim and Ike needs to clear Lauder as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's got to be down the next straight. Button's suffering with dirty get behind these two as well. Just bringing Rebster into the mix as well. Slowly but surely. Yeah, flag against
Cameron's in and off.
Cleared. Oh, Timmy! Oh.
Cameron's had enough just past the chicane.
Yeah.
What happened to Timonique?
Timonique went very wide out of the turn 9, is it? And it's almost lost the car. Which just let Button through, so...
Well, here we are. Alonso's on the back of Rebster with DRS. I don't think he's going to be close enough down for turn 1.
No, not this time around.
Get a good exit though. Oh, on the curb. Didn't get the exit he wanted, so he's going to be stuck behind Toro Rosso again. Button on loud into turf. No, that was Max out of it. Cameron's gone.
Yeah. It's finding a bit. But again, you know, we're not even halfway through yet, and there's still safety cars that could change this race up on its head.
Oh, Timmer trying to go right round the outside of fish sticks for turn 3. I think he might. No. And he made that move stick.
Fish sticks now with a clean wing. I'm hoping. Yes.
Yeah, needs a safety car for points though. One would think. I don't think Alonso's that comfortable with these hard tyres. He seems to be a little bit ragged.
To break in a little bit.
Lemonike's in.
Yep, that's good call.
Trying to clear Lauda.
You get the undercut on Lauda and potentially Button as well. Especially if Button can't clear Lauda, which he probably won't do if he wants to get him at the end of this straight. Gap is fairly open from first down to 7th, or actually all the way through. Fish Sticks is going to, until he gets out in front of Fish Sticks, he's got to push now to try and catch it back at Tomo. Tomo is the only one really challenging for a position at the moment on track, because Button can't really make a move at any point until the start finish straight.
It's an interesting gap to leader. Not gap to leader. Why do we always want gap to leader?
I have no idea.
There we go. Oh, probably because of Alonso. In fact, the front 4 are now pitting.
Yes.
So
Alonso's not going to get
safe on hard tyres.
near. Whoa, he's looking for a way past Webster. Webster's gone wide through the final corner.
Oh.
Alonso backs out. Webster backs out.
Webster pitted anyway.
He's been told to push.
Right, where are the front 3? So Thomas is going to keep the lead, I think, or net lead.
Yep.
That's Button behind. And Alonso's lost out massively.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, all that battling in that dirty air.
I think
He's
it was too early.
off the podium currently. Yeah.
At the end of lap 11, they should have been a couple of, at least a lap or 2 later.
But I think it would have worked if he had clean air.
Yeah.
And because he was stuck behind Webster those couple of laps, that's cost him. He's now behind. Yeah, he's now off the net podium. But still plenty of this race to go.
Yeah, Timonique lost that big time to Lauda as well. He's 5 seconds short of him. Button currently hasn't stopped. He's still out of car because he pit early, didn't he? So he's probably going to take these another 3 or 4 laps.
It was crucial in a way that Thomas actually cleared him. Zombie Head's the other one, but he's pitting now actually.
Button's in as well.
Right, so where they're going to come out and all this.
Question will be if Lauda and Timonique will come out in front of Button, which looks like they will. Lauda, no, I don't think they will. I think Button's going to clear both of them. Lauda's just coming onto the start finish straight now, and Button's really leading the pits. Yeah.
Yeah, Button in 7th.
Yeah. Fair play.
Kazi is now on the back of Alonso at the moment.
Yeah, and see Alonso's got 5 laps old on those tyres already. Oh, of course, Timothy gets to serve a 5-second stop go for the earlier incident. So that makes sense.
Yeah, forgot about that. Getting a distinct similarity to F4 at the moment.
Yeah.
It's a bit quiet. I mean, we've had the early safety car. It's all quietened down at the moment. The only battles.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Currently.
0.9 from Thomas. He's a cut above the rest of the minute.
The moment seems to be comfortable. As he, oh, that's a big lunge. Oh,
never going to work.
Jeez, that was an optimistic one, wasn't it? It's like the
It was
door's open.
never gonna
No,
work.
it's not. Never. The door was never open.
Yeah, Tomo's lost out a lot by pitting so early, I think.
Yep. Still a solid race though, and fourth at the moment. I mean, that penalty is going to drop him behind, but even behind him is Zombie Head, who is 7 seconds off of this.
Interesting battle now is going to be Locker versus Eagle, because Eagle's done well to stay in second place so far. But Locker's not given up. Webster picks up a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, this Eagle and Locker battle reminds me a bit of the front battle last night. The gap closed and then opened straight in through the corners. And that's exactly what's happening here. Locker's closing the gap through the corners, and then Eagle's got a lower error, I think. But then Locker's got a really good run out of that final corner.
Look at fastest lap. If you can get a good exit out of turn 1, 'cause it's not close to turn 1, if you can get a good exit.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Eagle seems to have a good traction as Kazi is looking at Alonso.
Alonso needs to be very
Outside.
clever here.
Alonso's moving
Kazi's
back across. Kazi. It'll be a matter of time, I think, here. As Locker is all over the gearbox of Eagle.
Yeah, if Locker can stay this close, the game on the straight.
This is the race at the moment. You got Thomas leading relatively comfortably. He's still got plenty of ERS left.
He's just cruising.
Yeah. Then you got the battle between Locker and Eagle, battle between Alonso and Kazi. Zombie Head by himself, Button by himself, and then you got Lauder, Timberlake, Fishsticks, Revster and Timmer.
Yeah, Timberlake's closed that 5.5 second gap to Lauder now. He's 1.7 behind.
Yeah, Petronas saying turn 4 can catch out anybody at any time.
Yep. And he says the more Eagle and Locker fight, the faster Alonso will catch. But at the moment, he's not catching him. He's kind of losing a little bit of time, I think, because he's battling with Kazi.
Yeah, he's trying to defend from Kazi at the same time, so...
Yeah.
I think, a distinct impression, although... Oh, Locker! Oh, I saw that coming.
1.2 seconds, jeez.
You see that? He was...
Yeah.
touched the curb ever so lightly. It's like they don't know the car snapped on him.
That's brought Tomo back in by a second, so...
I was going to say, if Locker is able to get by Eagle, possibly he could catch Thomas. I think, again, Thomas is just cruising at the moment, it's in full control.
Fishsticks is right on the back of Timberlake. Timberlake's dropped a second to Lauder, so he must have had a mistake there.
Yeah. Rebs is on the edge of points as well. Thomas again, fastest lap.
The thing is, it takes one more retirement, or 2 more retirements for every driver to score points, and safety car changes things as well. So we've still got 13 laps to go.
Oh, Reb!
What on earth was that? I don't know whether Fishstick just stopped on the corner or no damage.
I think,
though, luckily.
Oh, he's very lucky. I think Reb just completely mistimed his brakes. I think Fishsticks brake normally, and Reb was just going flying into the corner and just was glad there was a Williams there. Ooh, Alonso big slide. I was just thinking at this point, we haven't had a fatality at turn 4 yet. Commentator's curse.
Yeah.
All the retirements have been
Yeah,
turn
don't
1
do
or
that
in the
because
pits.
you did that on Monday, and what happened?
Mm.
You haven't had a safety car yet. Oh, Junior's just crashed out. Here comes the safety car.
Yeah, I was going to say, you happened.
Yeah. Oh, Tomo, what line was that?
Goodness me. He's feeling the pressure, I think, at the moment.
Well, Alpha used the Ferrari engine, not a Not Honda, lawnmower engine. Come on,
Wide
Timmy.
exit. Does he get... Oh, Kazi.
Kazi went to remove.
Nearly.
That move is not, it's just not there. I don't know whether he's doing it just to try and put Tomo off.
I reckon if he gets close enough, he'll try it. Fish stick's going to be under Mac and Timonite. 4 attempts. Into overtake.
The exits out of final corner there.
No.
Yeah, Tomo's
for Orphan
can't shake
because...
Kazi at the moment.
As I say, a shame for Orphan. Had a decent qualifying, just went too far into turn 1, which is unlike Orphan actually. He never really makes mistakes like that. He always gets to the end.
Showing us in the chat, what do you mean Ferrari use our engine? I forgot that they had Alfa Romeo written on the engine. Yeah, Kazi just... This is exactly what's happened with me and Daniel on Monday.
Oh, Fish Sticks is off. Fish Sticks is off,
right
big damage.
Points.
Edge of turn 11. That's unless he had contact with someone, that's a bit of a weird one. Although you do run too right of that corner, you could hit the wall, I guess.
Yeah.
Rough night Fish Sticks, so
I would guess, but...
yeah. As you say, Rebster into the point.
He's hunting down Timonite now.
Fish Sticks. Come on.
Tomo's losing a lot of grip on these tyres.
He's not liking them as much. He was relatively comfortable with the mediums he started on, but these hard tyres, there's something about the car, it doesn't look as hooked up as it was.
And a difference in the lines that are taken as well. You can see he's struggling on the tyres.
Just seems to get enough out of that last corner though.
Yep.
Just to keep Kazi back.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The camera view is very deceiving when you look at the motor coming down it straight.
I'm always looking at TV pod. I think if he's within about 4 attempts, he will go for that lunge.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only battle at the moment. Oh no, Locker's still up behind the Eagle. He kind of drops back and then gets back up to the gearbox again.
So that's the thing, once you get inside that second mark of the car in front, it's so difficult to close that gap.
Watching Thomas for a bit. The grass there. And complete control.
Still 70% ERS. That's crazy.
Look at Kazi though. He's stored up this ERS. He's ready for an ultimate attack on Alonso.
Yep.
But Alonso, if he can again get the wide line from, can't get the exit. Kazi can't get the exit out of that last corner.
Struggling. Meanwhile,
might have Rebster and Timonite. I just saw that. Right, so go back on. Well, Timonite's on the back of Lauda, so it's all bunching up again.
Yeah, it's not really good.
Oh, Kazi. Was Cassie clean up until that point?
He was, yeah.
Because he's just got a penalty, yeah. So now
Let's
he's
have another
even with
little
Alonso.
Check now. Let's have a look. Thomas. Not even a warning.
Nope.
Eagle, not even a warning. Lucas got that 10-second.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Alonso is one warning away from the penalty. Kazi is just the one penalty. So Kazi and Alonso are evens now.
They're battling for a podium, basically, because they're well within 10 seconds of Locker.
Exactly. Zombie's on the 3-second. Button has got one warning. Lauda is clean.
Kazi's very close. Kazi's very close. Surely. Yep. Up on the inside. Alonso, can he work it all the way around the outside or get the switch back?
Excuse me.
Kazi's got it. Kazi into, well, what would be third place.
Now the battle is Webster and Timothy coming down the final straight. Webster's right on the back. Doesn't get a very good exit. Oh, he does actually.
Oh, he does.
Just drop short and got the traction. Kick himself like that corner.
Get in the gearbox.
Timothy
big
giving
lunge.
the room down the inside.
Oh.
Webster goes deep. Timothy to get switched back over foot.
Oh, lovely shot.
Yep.
Helicopter cam.
Oh, look at that.
Under the bridge. Oh, Webster.
Webster! Jesus.
Oh, it's a bit rough. Oh, there might be a meme involved.
That, I think.
There might be a meme coming his way for that one. Oof.
Wow.
You know the Roblox oof. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think there might be that one. Oh, Locker could have been close. Tim and I can
let Timothy back. I think he. Oh, okay, yeah.
He heard me. I think he heard me actually. Alonso's sticking on the back of Kazi. That battle ain't over. Keep an eye on it. Still half a second, but between the two, Webster.
Oh, it's a slide.
He's really struggling with his brakes tonight. A few times.
Just settle down a little bit. Take a lap and settle down, and then get back on it.
Oh, Alonso's had a moment. Gap's gone up to over a second. Just keeping it there. I think he's had a. He's got fish sticks giving him pressure as well. He's lap down.
As Shane says in the chat, Red been a gent and giving the position back. Absolutely.
That's been good racing tonight. Good.
Yeah, it's been. It is very good. Very good respect, Shane.
Yeah, racing so far. Lock on the back of. Again. Yeah, Alonso, with that mistake, he's dropped off. Kazi might be settling for, at the moment, fourth. But if Locker can pass Eagle and get a gap, might get fourth place on him.
Yeah, I mean,
Newsflash.
Very close.
Newsflash. Thomas is under 70% ERS.
No.
Oh, Alonso, don't get another penalty.
That's not what he needed.
Didn't need that.
He's got
He
to work
saved
extra
the
hard
zombie. Saved the zombie. Zombie's even been caught by Button, who's just got a penalty himself.
Which, yeah. Kazi's going to be hard stretched to close the gap down to Locker. Locker's on a move. He's having a great race this week. Webster still pushing Timothy through. I think it's going to be a matter of corners before Webster has another go.
Need to have a look at Button. This Button has really caught Zombie Head. Zombie Head's not at the pace to keep up with the top five, and he's been casually caught by Button. Oh, very slightly. That last corner, Zombie. That's not a good exit. Button's going to be on him.
Yeah.
It's low arrow from Zombie Head though, so keeps into turn 1. Haven't seen Thomas troubled at all in this race.
No. I don't think he's seen anybody in this race, is he?
No. Led it from start to finish. Has he had warnings or pens? He's got 1 penalty, I believe.
Yeah, Kaz has got a penalty.
But so Alonso has 2. So at the moment, because of Locker's 10-second penalty, which he got on the safety car, Kazi is on for a 3rd place.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, which for a championship wise, considering he doesn't like this track.
Yep.
He's only going to lose as it stands. I mean, he's still got 5 laps. Well,
right off the back of Timonique now, and Timo's teammate is right behind him. There was team orders earlier on in this race.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the team orders are going to be switched positions back.
Button, come on, get a good exit out. Last corner, Button.
Was it Mercedes?
Yeah,
it?
big slide.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Big slide from Zombie. Yeah. Zombie defending into turn 1, strap on the inside, but go on the outside.
Another big lunge from Button. That's not going to work, mate. Jeez.
Tried to go around the outside though, just missed braking.
Yeah, I don't think you're ever going to slow the car down enough by that. And Rich has got some serious pace.
Again, you'll be alright.
He's already back closing the gap. Tim are not using his DRS down that back straight. It's interesting.
Mm.
So yeah, barring a last-minute safety car or anything, it's we're a race apart from Button and Zombie. The race is pretty much there or thereabouts. A couple of laps left to go. I'm sure I just sort of flash on the screen like rain flash, but there's no clouds this time. So.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I do think Button's going to have another go. He's going to have enough time to have another go.
Yeah, he needs to save his ERS for a lap and then push again.
Oh, fist sticks fastest it up.
Yeah, just making sure no one gets that extra point.
No. How cruel. Yeah, in terms of the championship, Timonique's not had a solid race for him, but he is still getting points.
Yeah.
So
he struggled a little bit. I think if he was able to have done some practice, he'd probably be a lot higher up.
Mm.
But at least it's some points.
Yeah, good result for Eagle. If he finishes in second, he will gain 3 points on. I think he'd still be 3rd in the championship. If my maths are correct.
Yes.
Yeah, just about. He was 18 behind Timonique. He'll be 4 behind Timonique. And 15, I think, behind Kazi. I think, obviously, Kazi's going to extend his lead.
Yeah. Kazi's going to pick up 12 points tonight.
15. Remember Locker?
Oh, yeah, because Locker, of course. Yeah.
Button on the back of Zombie Head. Why the lunge this time? Oh, is he going to go for the exit?
I think
it's not for the exit.
Be saving my ERS for sort of lap 34, 35. But then
Tim's got past Rebster.
Got. Yep.
Another team order thing.
Have gone. Timmer, 20 laps on those tyres.
Jeez.
Oh, Rebster, careful. Let me just check for you, Mr. Conti. Lauda has one single warning.
Oh, Button's all over the back of Zombie head. He's going to go for a lunge up to the inside. I think he
Really?
is. He loves to lunge. Oh, there was contact.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no. Oh. I'm not going to say it, but that looked a bit... They both got penalties for it.
Wow.
Oh, Zombie. Oh, Zombie's back up at the inside.
Careful.
This is getting a bit rough. This bit, jeez.
Zombie has got some real speed down the straights.
Does.
How has he got this much speed on him?
Oh, this is get. They're fighting tooth and nail for this. Locker with another penalty. Laps to go. I don't think this is over, you know. I think Button's got the pace to pull away, but he's got to get out of DRS because Zombie's so quick in that straight. Right, that 34. Thomas is actually using the ERS now.
Trying to get the fastest lap.
But again, see if he's actually faster on this lap. He's
he's 3 tenths down.
He's actually got to find a second to get a fish sticks lap.
Locker's a 10th up. Alonso's 4.5 tenths up.
Right, driver of the day. We're going to start thinking about. We actually have time to think. And to be fair, this is a tricky one. Because in terms of positions, you'd say Rebster, but I'm not. But I'm not obviously bring them down. Oh, fish sticks. We did have someone at turn 4, but on the penultimate lap.
Well, hang on a minute, because Lauda's got to cross his car now. Whoa, Lauda almost went straight into the car.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
That was close. Thomas is on the last lap.
Yeah, driving that's a difficult one, actually.
Yeah, because in terms of positions going, you would say Rebster, but Rebster's obviously not anything against him, but he's made those positions because of retirements. So
yeah, I think it's unfair to base it just on positions gained, though.
Tough, really.
Yeah, Button that dropped down to last on lap 1 into the pits.
Oh yeah, he had that unscheduled pit stop, didn't he? Yeah.
But it's Alpha, so you know.
What you said biased. Keep it neutral. Yeah, but Patronis in the chat just pointed that out with Button. He did go to the
yes,
like
yes.
15th or something. 15th or 14th for the end of the first lap. But in terms of this guy, Thomas, he's been in complete control the entirety of the race. He's in hot lap for the last lap. He's trying to get this fastest lap. He's not going to get it. But he picks up a comfortable victory ahead of Eagle. Eagle's going to get second. Locker, unfortunately, is going to lose his podium. It's going to end up being Kazi's into third. Alonso actually going to get fourth? He did drop up a bit. No, he doesn't.
Penalties, so.
Oh yeah, that as well. So Alonso, still good drive from Alonso P5. I'll be happy with that. And Button rounds up a solid day for Alpha. And does he keeps it? I think he just keeps it. Yeah, ahead of Zombie.
Yeah. 2 minutes on the back of Lauda, but it's a little bit too late now. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'd say driver of the day for Button.
Yeah, I think it's going to have to be, really.
Lauda Lauda 8th, Timmerlake 9th, Timmer 10th, and Rebster 11th.
Yeah. There you have it. That was Hungary. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of drivers that are going to be quite happy to see the back of that race, to be fair.
Me included.
Myself included, yeah.
we all, me and you both are. Well, Thomas. What can we say? No trouble at all. It didn't even have somebody even look at overtaking him. Really? Maybe turn one.
That was about it.
Yeah. That was it. Good safe. Well, debatable safety car restart. I won't say good restart, but
well,
really, that's the only blip.
Right, can you scroll down?
I have got to do that. There you go.
Lovely.
The only thing I would say with driver of the day for Button is he did have 11 seconds of penalties.
Yeah, that is the other thing.
I mean, if you're going penalty clean, then the next would be Eagle, maybe, or no, I'll still give it a Button. There's still good recovery from the first lap. So, and he made 2 stops. So in the end, actually, his decision to go on mediums rather than hards was actually the correct one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'd go with Button as well. Fair play.
Right.
Shall I invite them to the party?
I think I've got them.
Okay, cool.
Eagle and Kazi. No, don't. I muted him. Why did I mute him? No. Stupid.
What are you doing?
I'm sure my I've had this controller for quite a while. I'm sure the directional pads get a little bit keeps going down one more than I want it to. A button as well. A button is double pressing sometimes. Right, we got all 3 in. Let's see, Eagle. Just need Thomas. I'm out the lobby, so I can't invite him again. Let's give him another go.
Who's that? You can't invite Thomas.
Well, I've invited him already.
Yeah, I have as well. Maybe he's no mic. Let me just check Discord quickly. Nothing on Discord as yet.
Maybe he doesn't want to. We'll stick with these 2. It's perfectly fine. Oh, no, he's...
there we go.
Although he's not.
Oh, goodbye.
He's just left. And then he's... Oh, God. Why? Why is this doing it? Why is this doing this now? Come on. You can do it.
Stay.
Yay!
Okay, lads, make sure you please tick the box in the party.
Yeah, tick the box.
Yeah,
There's the little box to include your audio if you haven't done this before. I'm pretty sure all of you have, so... Right, I'll do third, you do second, and I'll do first.
Sure.
Alright, so... Third place to Kazi Babes. Obviously got third because of Locker's penalty, but still a solid race for yourself. Ended up battling with Alonso at the last stint. Managed to get by him with a good move in the end. But you said coming into this race, we interviewed you before we started, you weren't at all confident about this track. So I presume you are very happy with that.
Yeah, I'll take a podium. Yeah, good battle with Alonso, as you said. Yeah, very happy with that.
Yeah. Nothing else really to be to say about your race, really. Obviously, you had a good original good first stint. Meant you managed to keep in with the leaders, top 5 pulling away. But in terms of your championship, obviously Timberlake had a difficult race. Obviously, still picked up points, so he's still there. And you lost a little bit on Eagle, so you still got to fend off those two. But again, got to be happy with a solid podium for yourself.
Yeah, very happy with that. Now looking forward to Belgium, I think, is next.
Yes, Belgium next. What are you thinking about Belgium? Is strong around now?
I'm not sure. I've never raced there, but here we go.
Well,
good track.
All the best to you, and congrats on your third place. Moving on to second.
Yes, Mr. Eagle. Welcome to the podium. Another good race from yourself. Solid race, and yeah, it was a close to turn 1 at the very beginning, and then we also had the safety car restart, so almost an opportunity for you to get past there. How do you think your race panned out?
It was rough. That was dripping wet.
I'm pretty sure you're not the first person that said that this week so far with this track.
Yeah, a decent start. I think it was Alonso nearly got past me on turn 1. I managed to keep him behind, and then obviously the safety car came out. I was trying to stick to Thomas at the front, but he was just that little bit too quick for me. I just couldn't keep up with him, and then he got away. And then the rest of it was just 30 odd laps trying to keep Locker off. He was just on me constantly from about lap 3 or 4 to the very end. So, but I'd seen he had the penalty, so I wasn't too fussed if he got past me.
Oh, that's my door. Sorry, bud. 1 second. Well done on second.
Sorry,
by the way.
I'll take over. Sorry. Obviously, basically opposite of what I said to Kazi. Really, you've gained on him in the championship, and don't think you'd gone ahead of Tim and Ike. But again, you're very, very close to them. What was it like fending off Locker towards the end? Because he was put you under some decent pressure.
Yeah, stressful. I kept getting the gap to about 1.4 seconds, then he'd bring it back down under a second again, and then I'd pull away again. So, but I'd seen he had 10-second penalty, so I wasn't too worried if he did get past me.
Yeah, he got it under the safety car, which is an annoying thing, but it's one of those things.
That was quite good. I think it's the first time I've ever completed a race with not a single warning as well. So
very good, and a difficult track to do that. So
yeah, but
very well done.
Thomas was just too quick, so well done to him.
Heading on to our race winner, Thomas. It is Thomas, isn't it, or is it Thomas?
It doesn't matter really.
Okay, fair enough. You were just in complete control this race. I don't think you were under pressure being overtaken once, apart from maybe the first corner on the first lap. Is this a good track for you? I presume it is. I hope it is, because unless you turn around and say, "Oh, it's not a good track," and then people will start worry. But how do you feel about this?
Yeah, basically, I really hate this track, and I was doing first practice just like 5 days before this Grand Prix actually happened. And not a really strong track for me, but it worked out, and I'm obviously happy with it. A little bit shame that we both of us drivers couldn't finish, but yeah, overall happy with the result.
Yeah, very good. What about going forward into Belgium? Do you reckon this? Because obviously you won last time in Germany, so you're on a little bit of a streak at the moment. Can you make it 3 in a row at Belgium?
I hope so. It's a really strong track for me, so looking forward.
Okay, good. Junior, any questions for Thomas?
No, just congratulations and well controlled, well driven.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, congratulations on our top 3, and yeah, that gives you the action around Hungary for F5. Yeah, pretty entertaining race. Had a safety car right at the start rather than right at the end, so opposite of F4, but it was a good race because you had very good battles in it, Junior, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was enjoyable to watch. Same as the rest of the races so far this week. You have that initial battle, then it all goes quiet, and then you have a little bit of a burst right towards the end of the race again. So it was good.
Yes, always good. Oh, and obviously, thank you for stepping in at the moment that we had. Obviously, Shane, I'm sure will be back in the comms box soon, but as we heard, he was having trouble with his kids there. So,
That's all good.
well, so thank you for stepping in. But as for F5, they will be at the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, the Belgian Grand Prix, next time out for the next chapter in their championship. We have one more race around Hungary to bring to you, and that is the F3. Not much frontline speed at this track, so you may not hear it, that famous phrase, that much, but you never know. You probably will, actually. Yeah. So, of course, if you want to hear Alonso and Verstappen in the comm box for F3, obviously, very interesting championship there as well. And then that'll be tomorrow at 8 o'clock, same time as usual. So, yeah, that wraps it up for F5. I've been RSF1 Brundle, joined by Junior. Thank you once again. That was as good as it always is, with being you. So,
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
not much more to say. And so, your third place on your podium. Third place to Cassie Babe in the Renault. Second to Eagle in the McLaren. First to Thomas in the house. Driver of the day, Button in the Alfa Romeo. As always, in this time, stay safe, etc. And see you next time.